Hey everyone, I'm back to do a thread response for Conrad's Antagonize the Mayan contest. This is a contest that I've wanted to answer for a while, as well as a bunch of other contests like, One Big Holidays and Nick Sloan's contest, but I just didn't get around to. And kind of a combination of being busy and not setting aside the time when I had the time to do it, so kind of just wanted to get around to some of the other contests, but happy to do this one now. And I'm not sure if I missed the actual date time slot that I was supposed to get this in by Conrad, but like, if I did, please take me out of the draw, but I'm just happy to do a response to it regardless. So the first question was, show an artist that you're drawn to, and for this question there's a lot of artists, like if you go back to some of the first two videos where I show some of my favorites in my collection, there's lots in there that I would say that are, there's specifically artists within those favorites that I'm really drawn to, and like John Coltrane and Neil Young as examples, but I wanted to show an artist who's a lot of people know about, but is a little under the radar. And I know you're not the biggest jazz fan. I know you really love vocal jazz, Conrad, but not the biggest hard bop regular kind of jazz thing. But one artist that I'm really drawn to is Joe Henderson. This is the first album by him that I bought and really solidified. Not the first that I heard him. He's a sideman on a lot of records, but this really solidified him in my musical love spectrum, whatever you want to call it. But this is a really great album. I talk about it in my favorite jazz albums, but he's just a really inspired live date. Performed some of his classics, reworkings of some of his old songs, and he's just amazing. For anybody who's a fan of John Coltrane, I'm sure would love Joe Henderson, because his playing is a little similar. Not like, he's definitely got his own style, and I mean, he plays a tenor saxophone, but it's a little reminiscent of Coltrane, but like I said, he has his own style, and he's just really great player. As you can see on this album, Joe Henderson, Idle Moments, a lot of people should be at least familiar with this cover, and really great album. Here's another milestone released by him, Joe Henderson Multiple, and this is kind of a fusion record he did, and really great. Here's his album The Elements. Alice Coltrane's on this record, and fantastic spiritual, free jazz album that he put out in the early 70s. I think anything of his is definitely worth checking out. And the last album that he's featured on that I have is Pete LaRocca's Basra or Basra. I'm not sure exactly, but this is an album that I'm really excited. I just picked up today. That'll be featuring in another recent finds when I get around to posting that. But there he is there, and he's definitely one of the main reasons why this album's as great as it is. Cool cover too. I love this cover. So that's one artist, and then this one, I mean, is an artist that it's a band that everybody knows, but really, I go through periods where I don't listen to this band for months, but every so often I just get into a really big Nirvana funk where I have to revisit all their albums, and more so, not as much Nevermind, but more so some of their other stuff, and I don't know what it is. Well, I know that I love the music, but I love a lot of bands, but Nirvana really puts me in Nirvana kick, and even this specific concert, I love rewatching. All the clips are posted on YouTube, and my favorite is "Where Did You Sleep Last Night?" His performance in that is just mind blowing. Like it's an amazing recording, but to just see it live, the passion that Kurt Cobain puts in that song makes it truly spectacular. There's an instant where he his eyes are closed where he's singing, and then he breathes in and opens his eyes for a second during that song. If you've seen the clip, I'm sure you've noticed that part of it, but yeah, it's just a great moment in rock history. Next question was, what marks the end of an era? I didn't really have a good response for this, Conrad. I wish I could give a better one, but nothing really sticks out in my mind. Especially even looking at the relationship route. I've never really attached an album to the end of the relationship, an end of a relationship. But anyways, you mentioned in your video high school, and I gotta say, if I was to pick a album or a band, it'd definitely be Led Zeppelin. And this was the first album I ever picked up, and in high school, really loved Led Zeppelin. Just thought they were the coolest band ever. And around grade 11, It's when I first looked into getting vinyl, and there was this flea market, and I found this album. It's such a waste of money. I don't even want to say how much I paid for it. But look at it, stained on the back, coming out the bottom, and the record is scratched to still plays. It used to get locked on Stairway to Heaven right at the end, where it would just the line, she's buying the Stairway to Heaven, it would just repeat, she's buying over and over again. So annoying. But I kind of scratched it with a knife and then managed to get it out of that loop. But basically, I still really appreciate Led Zeppelin. It's not because I grew up, found other music, and then thought Led Zeppelin wasn't that great anymore. I still think they're a really great band. Specifically Rob. I know a lot of people tend to shit on Led Zeppelin, and they're an amazing band. But it's just really a lot of the reason is mainly Robert Plant's vocals. It never bothered me in high school, but in the start of university, the more I listen to Led Zeppelin, every now and then I can put on Led Zeppelin, and I love it. But Robert Plant's vocals do bother me quite a bit. It's just, I don't know, the high-pitchedness that he gets, which isn't I mean, a lot of other artists like Rush. I like Rush, but yeah, they just I find them hard to take a lot of the time. And I've also grown a little away from blues rock. Sometimes I like listening to straight ahead blues like Muddy Waters or something, but anything like very heavy rock with blues influence, like Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, Allman Brothers. Sometimes I don't know, I just don't enjoy it that much. And not because, like, you know, nothing like the reasons that Derek has or anything like that. It's just, I sometimes find heavy rock that's influenced by blues hard to take. I have to be in the particular mood, whereas other music like jazz or noise rock or psychedelic rock, I can listen to pop. I can listen to anytime. And finally, show a record that would survive, just survive, like the end of the world or whatever. And I gotta show Bob Dylan's Live 1966. And why am I choosing to show this? Great live record that he has an acoustic, 1 LP acoustic, 1 LP electric. Actually, this is the acoustic one and this is the electric one. Yeah. And for a long time I thought this was out of print. It was actually when Tony, I've ordered very few things online, but it was actually when Tony was starting to post videos, and then he showed that he got this from Acoustic Sounds, and so I ordered my copy. You might be able to still get it, but it was getting pretty scarce on the internet, so I was really glad I found a copy when I did and ordered it. But the reason is mostly because of the box. This is kind of my first real box set, and for that reason it's the box I use to transport. Whenever I brought a couple albums somewhere, I would use this box to transport it. And a lot of people might find this like sacrilegious, but yeah, it's pretty much destroyed. And if you can, my camera's not that good, but like you can see by Bob, this is all eaten away here. And this was actually at a No Means No concert. I put this on the stage, and it got all, you know, wet. And anyways, but so like, I mean, it's not broken, and it's been 2 years of abuse or whatever, but and it's pretty durable, so it's basically it would survive through anything. And also cool like thing that these I mean, this is a 1966 concert, but it wasn't on record or CD until the late 90s or whatever, and I think they even, it's not a professional recording, they took a series of bootlegs, I believe, and combined them together into to make this set, and then finally officially released it. So kind of cool that I kind of lost recording, or not lost among serious Bob Dylan fans, but from his release catalog. Sorry, getting all lost, tired, and but Conrad, that's my response. And finally, for the end of it, you wanted a say, it's the end of the world, and I feel absent. Felt absent from the vinyl community lately. In the beginning, when I first started putting up videos. I was putting up like 4 a week for a couple of weeks, and I just really haven't put in the time for posting that I would like to recently, or commenting. I really want to comment more because I've been slacking a little in that. So yeah, if it's going to be the end of the world, I might as well participate more and have something out there that might out-survive me. That's my response. Hope you enjoyed it, Conrad. Maybe not the best response in the world, but yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. I also just came back to make one quick note. Anybody who happens to be watching the video and took, like, I don't know if anyone would, but like took offense to like the way I treat this box or something. It's not really a representation of how I treat my records. I really cherish and value my records, take good care of them. But since the records that came in this came in 2 sleeves, I don't know, for whatever reason, like if I ding one of my albums by accident, I feel bad for, like, it puts me in a foul mood. But for this box, it's never really bothered me that much that I've destroyed it. So just want to make sure that people know that I'm not just buying all these great records and then treating them like crap, that I do value them. And probably stupid addendum to my video, but I thought that was worth noting. Bye.